Hey everyone, okay, so let's try this again. All right, so Monday I did a video about how to get over yourself, or basically it was, say, get over yourself. And that wasn't just for other people, that was for me, that was for all of us when we feel triggered about something. If we get triggered about something, if somebody pisses us off, if somebody irritates us, that's a clue for us that we've been triggered. That's a clue for us that we've taken something personally, or that we've taken offense to something. And these triggers can teach us so much. So over the next week, over the next day, over the next hour, I want you to pay attention to those things that trigger you. That video that I did on Monday, even though it was very good, it wasn't my most articulate video because I kind of repeated myself a bunch, but it made a really good point nonetheless. And that point of the video was you have to read, if you're going to purchase something, you need to read what you're getting. And I explained how someone had purchased a program, they didn't read the actual, they didn't read the program page, they didn't read the order form or their receipt, because all four places, or all three places, there was 4 payments of $39.50, and the person thought she was only going to get charged for one payment of $39.50. And went off, and this was after she had already made all 4 payments, and she realized, oh hey, by the way, I was charged twice. And we're like, actually you were charged 4 times, and that's what you agreed to. And anyway, and she got all bent out of shape. And what I was getting is that she saw that I had done a flash sale on that same program that was normally $397, that she got for $120, that I had offered for like 47 bucks. And so I just found it really interesting that she was so upset. And I shared this. I was like, hey, people, you got to read. And if you find yourself constantly being upset, that's a clue for you to maybe slow down a little bit and say, okay, why am I upset? Why am I being triggered? What is this teaching me? What is this showing me? And every single trigger that we have teaches us something. It holds a little bit of value. It holds a little bit of wisdom. Okay? And so this week, I recommend all of you do this. Pay attention to what's pissing you off, what's triggering you, what's making you feel like you've been slighted, or making you feel like something else is going on. And that's the thing, is that allowing yourself to recognize first and foremost what's triggering you. Well, okay, first, hey, I'm being triggered. This is pissing me off. This is making me feel this, and this is making me feel that. And then you say, okay, what about this is making me feel triggered? What's causing me to feel triggered? Yes, Marlene, politics says, yeah. I mean, it's like, yes. And then Thelma says, I can't see you yet still thinking about this. Oh no, I'm not thinking. Well, I've gotten so much response from that video. I'm going, really? Wow. I mean, tons of PMs, I actually lost 2 clients because of it. They were like, I can't believe that you think that way. I'm like, okay, bye, I mean, I am not here to sugarcoat anything for anybody, all right? I never have, I never will. That's not my mode. That's not how I do stuff. I don't. Yes, I'm polite. Yes, I'm graceful, and I've got this weird air about me, but I will never sugarcoat stuff for anybody. And the simple fact that 2 people, they left my institute, they're like, well, we're leaving. And I'm like, okay, see ya, bye, no skin off my back. And then they took offense that I wasn't offended by them leaving. I'm like, look, I'm here to be of service. And if I can't serve you the way that I am naturally, then I'm not the best teacher for you. I'm not. And I'm not going to kid myself. I'm not going to conform my teaching style, my truth, my mission to please anybody. I'm not going to. I am here to help you clear the BS in your life, to help you clear the bullshit. I am here to help you learn how to use your intuition. I'm here to help you learn how to manifest. I'm here to help you learn how to plan your day and your life so that you can actually achieve the things that you want to achieve. And I'm here to help you learn how to be the best possible you that you can be. That's it. And part of that's calling you on your shit. A big part of it is because if people keep telling you what you want to hear, you're not going to expand. You're not going to grow. You're not going to see all of you, you know. Hold on, we've got a bunch of people. I think Thelma thought that the video was still loading. Oh, and she couldn't see you. Okay. Tara says, better to be smacked with the truth than kissed with a lie. Oh, absolutely. Yay! Yeah, and I'm not here to be kissing anybody, you know. But I'm not here to sugarcoat anything, you know. And I was really shocked and surprised at how much that video struck a nerve with a lot of people. And I actually watched it again, and I'm like, should I delete it? Should I not delete it? And like I said, it's not my most articulate video because I repeated myself a whole bunch of times. And it probably could have just been 10 minutes instead of 30. But again, if you feel that you're on a high horse and that you are better than everybody else, okay, I don't want to work with you because nobody's better than anybody else, okay? We are all in this together. We are all in life to try to have the best version of our life possible, okay? And when somebody has an air of I'm holier than thou, I don't want to associate with that because I've seen people like that and their energy is so thick, so dense that they rarely have any fun. Excuse me, and I'm all about having fun. So, y'all know that. And that's just the thing is that when you get triggered, good! Yay! First and foremost, recognize that you're triggered and celebrate that because a lot of people, they don't recognize that they've been triggered. They're just pissed off at the world or at Trump or at Hillary or at the liberals or at the gays or at the straights or at the religious people and everybody else. And they're slinging arrows and slinging knives and daggers and like, oh my God, oh, you're going to hell. And all, I'm like, stop. We're all American. Or, you know, from you know, Canada or wherever it is that you are, allow yourself to honor and recognize and say, all right, you are you, I am me, let's just live in harmony. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that rhymes. But there's so many people that have this skewed view of life that they have to be against somebody. Well, no, you don't have to be. Yes, you can be passionate about something, but honor everyone and their life and their values and what they value, just as you want people to honor what you value. You know what I mean? And so when you allow yourself to recognize that you're getting bent out of shape and that you're getting triggered, say, okay, whoa, wait a minute, I think I'm triggered. Take a step back, take a deep belly breath in, and say, okay, what about this is causing me to feel triggered? Do I feel better than that person? Okay, then you're comparing them to you, and that's not good because then you're not seeing the value of yourself and you're not seeing the value of the other person. Another thing is that if you recognize, okay, well, I maybe feel that they're better than me, and so then you see that you're less than, and that's not good either because you're devaluing yourself and you're devaluing them, okay? You're not honoring where you're at and where they're at. If you're taking offense to what somebody says or feel that you've been slighted, like that woman, it literally was absolutely everywhere. In the emails, on the sales page, on the receipt. We even screenshotted her receipt and said, hey, even your receipt, even the checkout said 4 payments of $39.50. And she's like, oh, you are so unethical. I'm like, yeah, no, whatever. You just didn't read. You know, and so if you're constantly seeing that you've been duped, well, pay attention. Are you reading? Because that's not my responsibility to read. It's just like it's not anybody else's responsibility to do the things that you know you have to do. So that's this week's or this live stream's kind of challenge, if you will, is one, pay attention and be aware enough of yourself to recognize when you're triggered. And then say, okay, hold on, I'm triggered. Okay, what about this is causing me to feel triggered? And then pick it apart. Well, I'm feeling offended because of this, or I'm feeling less than or better than because of this, or I'm feeling like this person tricked me or harmed me or duped me or whatever it is. And then, is this true? Okay, it might be true in your aspect, but is it really true in their aspect? And that's just the thing, is that when you play devil's advocate for yourself, which it takes a big person to do that, when you play devil's advocate and you say, okay, what part of this is my fault and what part of this is their fault, and you literally look at all sides of the coin, then what you can do then is you can take ego out of it and see the situation for what it really is instead of what you think it needs to be. I'm so sorry. Okay, Viv, because I remember that you told me that I should call you Viv. Is the video still up? I missed Monday's live feed. Yes, it is still up. And like I said, holy shit, I ruffled freaking feathers with that one. Oh my goodness. And I'm like, hey, I'm not going to apologize for it because I've been on my high horse before and I had to knock myself down. We've all been there where we have had our moments where it's not our best time and we've, act like an ass. And we all of a sudden are like, oh, sorry, or we don't say our sorry and we just go off with a chip on our shoulder. We've all been there. I'm not calling anybody else out. I'm just saying, I'm actually calling all of us out. When you feel like you are on a high horse or on a pedestal and you're better than somebody, knock yourself down and say, okay, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel this way? And you may have different standards. You may have a different standard of life or of your finances or of your hygiene or of your home. But your standards are your standards. And if you walk into someone's home and it's all grimy and just dirty and dingy and stuff like that, and then you start to compare yourself thinking you're better than them because your house is cleaner, well, that is even getting off your high horse and say, okay, maybe they have a physical ailment, maybe this or that, maybe there's some extenuating circumstances. But it's so easy for people to judge other people based on outward appearances and based on things that we don't know. It's so easy for us to assume certain things that we get triggered, and so pay attention to these triggers over the next couple days. And notice what you feel. Notice why you're triggered. Notice who's triggering you. Viv says, energy like that just feels slimy. Yes, it's like, ugh, seriously? Nicole says, yes, and don't be ashamed to admit that you are wrong sometimes and look at what you can change on your end. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. All my friends know I love playing devil's advocate, and I think some of them hate it because I'm like, okay. Because like when they're like, oh, man, this is what happened, and then I'm like, all right, so let's look at it from their perspective. And they're like, oh, I hate when you do this. Because I literally pick it apart and look at the other person's side of it. And then I usually find a couple other sides. And then they can totally see how different it actually is and how they've literally been looking at it from a very skewed point of view. Or even they see that where they are looking at it is actually that accurate point of view. And I'm not saying that when we're triggered, it's an inaccurate point of view. Many times when we're triggered, it's hyper-focusing on those things that really matter the most to us. But how we conduct ourselves when we're triggered is huge. And part of that, it is us taking responsibility of saying, all right, I'm pissed, I'm triggered, why am I triggered, and how can I take inspired action that isn't going to make me look like an ass, that isn't going to trigger other people, but allows me to get my truth across in a tactful, constructive way, that so people can hear me and not just go, oh my God, whatever, that person's going off again. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I love it. Viv says, yay! Thelma says, I missed it too. I'm going back to look for it. Viv says, life doesn't come with a rule book. Your standards are made for you and are not meant to be compared. Abso-freaking-lutely. Oh my gosh, I love that. Nicole says, something else I say too is I don't see myself on a pedestal, but if people see me in that way, then that's about them, not me. Yes, they need to look at why they see me in that way. Oh my gosh, Nicole, that is so right. Well, and a lot of the times, because I do what I do, I get people calling me and they're like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm actually talking with you. Like when they book their private sessions and stuff with me, I'm like, I'm just like you. I'm just on the internet, They're like, yeah, but, and then they start labeling, well, you're an author and you do this. And I'm like, I'm just like you, but I chose to be in the public eye. And I very quickly relax them and say, hey, I'm just like you, okay? We're all experts at something. And yeah, when people put other people on pedestals, that's about you. That's not about them. And that's something that okay, so if I put you on a pedestal, that's about me. That's not about you. That's how I see you. And again, comparing and feeling less than or greater than the other person. So I'm not going to stay on, super long. We've already been on for 15 minutes. But if you haven't watched the video from Monday, like I said, it's kind of long. And I repeat myself a whole bunch of times. It's not my most articulate, but it really puts a good point over that you have to start to recognize if you're constantly being triggered, if you're constantly feeling like you're being offended, or if you're constantly offended, okay, take that to heart and say, okay, why am I feeling offended? What's triggering me? Well, first of all, recognize, okay, whoa, I'm triggered. Second, okay, what part of this has triggered me? And third, okay, what can I do to resolve this issue? Is it me working on myself? Is it me getting off my high horse? Is it me allowing myself to recognize that I have work to do, that inner work? And start to make it happen. One of the things that has really helped me with my work is my journaling. I just did a free class about journaling, and I was sharing with you all of my journals. I have several journals that I work with daily. And then this one, and I was sharing about all these really fun, really amazing tactics and techniques that I use to help with these triggering things and with diffusing situations and self-growth and personal growth. And I also just launched a journaling class. It's actually called Journal, the 15-day journaling experience that will change your life in every way possible, for badasses only. And this actually is the bonus. When you sign up, you get a bonus. This is a 5-page journaling prompt, download, and I'm so freaking excited about that. I can't even stand it. So if you're interested in checking out the journaling class, if you really want to finally get to the bottom of your bullshit, if you want to start manifesting the life of your dreams, if you want to start really owning your life in a super deep way, click on the link below, check out journaling. I journaled a lot before I actually went live on Monday. I actually got a couple people sending me messages saying, I really hate to see you defending yourself. I'm like, oh, I was not defending myself in any way, shape, or form. These kind of situations make me laugh, and I think they're hysterical because I see someone who's having this fit, throwing a temper tantrum, and I'm just watching going, are you done yet? And I never take stuff like that personally because I know it's not about me, it's about them. And so if you're interested in digging deep and really getting through this mindset stuff and really getting through the thick of it and even just thriving even more, click the link below and check it out. The first 20 people that enroll, and I think we've actually had 8 people sign up just today. So, because we literally just enrolled today. So if you are the first 20 people to enroll, you actually get a bonus training with myself. Everybody that enrolls gets this 5-page journaling prompt bonus. This is a live 15-day class. And so every single day we're going to be in our private Facebook group with live trainings. Oh my gosh, I'm so freaking excited. And there's also a VIP option. If you're interested, check it out. Click the link below. It's only $47 to get in. I made it super, super affordable, so absolutely everybody can do it. Class officially kicks off on the 27th, but we do have a pre-work party on the 24th, which is Monday. So get in so that you can be on the pre-work party live in our private Facebook group. So click the link and join in. At least just check it out because it's really freaking awesome, okay? All right, everyone, I love you all, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Mwah. Bye.